What is up, YouTube world? It's Jay Coffee Talk, tapping back in with some more NFL content. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. Make sure to take that quick moment and make sure that you are subscribed to this channel as well. But let's get right into this, man. Anyone who watches this channel, you guys already know Jay Coffee Talk is diehard Bills Mafia, right? And listen, I get it. You know, I've talked about it all year that there's always just been a lot of doubters of the Buffalo Bills this season. And Josh Allen, ever since he got in the league, you know, a lot of people scouting the draft and, you know, what he did in college and everything. A lot of people were just very critical of Josh Allen and didn't think that, you know, they thought he was like too raw of a quarterback, I guess, his skill set, you know, that he wasn't going to be cut out for the NFL. But as we're seeing, and we've seen since he got in the league, they were all wrong, you know, and most people have came around and admitted, hey, this Josh Allen guy, he's for real. The Bills, they're contenders. Like, you know, as the seasons progress, more and more people have kind of came around and said, these guys are for real, you know. Now, I've talked about some haters. I've highlighted some haters, you know, that we've had. Now, there's been, you know, a few haters that we've highlighted and talked about specifically. One was Keyshawn Johnson. I brought him up a couple weeks ago. But there's one that just outshines everyone when it comes to hating on the Bills and Josh Allen. And I know you guys already know who I'm talking about. Nick Wright's bum ass.
This is football. At the end of the day, right now you're reaching on this Josh Allen thing. If this kid didn't impress you after almost having 400 total yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and winning their first playoff game in the Bills organization over the last 25 years, then I don't know what else to say to you. This dude is balling. This team is balling. So, Nick, when you talk about these mishaps and these plays, that's what happens. Whether you win or lose, you're going to go back in and you're going to watch film and say, okay, Josh, you can't make this mistake because this could have cost us the game. He said it after the game. One of the first things he said was, look, I can't do that. I could have lost this game for my team. But when you break down this dude, he is next level.
Like, this guy just doesn't stop. He just won't stop. But another football analyst kind of checked Nick Wright and was like, man, get the fuck out of here with these BS bullish takes that you're putting out to the people. Like, stop it. All right, man. So you guys hear Brandon Marshall, man. Big shout out to Brandon Marshall. You know, at one point in time, he was a divisional rival of the Buffalo Bills, you know, played for the Jets. And I got to say, man, Marshall, great wide receiver, always was like outstanding, man. You know, there was points in time when he was hitting free agency, and I was always, you know, hoping that my Bills would possibly be able to sign Marshall. We know it never happened, and, you know, he's moved on from football. He's an analyst, and maybe if he were still an active player now and Buffalo reached out, I'm not saying we ever did or anything, but he would have maybe wanted to come to Buffalo, or would have maybe hollered at his agent and said, yo, go see what's up with Buffalo and Josh Allen. Because Josh, you heard all the great things that Brandon Marshall was saying. He's a wide receiver's dream right now. You know what I mean? The offense that we got, we've seen our receivers shine. Stefon Diggs, best receiver in the game. The rookie Gabe Davis, who was really showing out in that playoff game, man, with the footwork, man. You know, walking the line, you know, tight roping it along the sidelines with a couple big catches. Cole Beasley, our tight ends, like, we got a great receiving corps, you know. But anyways, getting back on track, like, shout out to Brandon Marshall for checking this clown. He's like, man, what are you talking about, Nick? Like, the Bill, like, Josh Allen, you know, just had like almost at 400 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. And you heard what Brandon Marshall was saying, how as soon as the game was over, Allen was already focused on, you know, getting in there and watching the film, and he was aware of the mistakes that he did make. But the great thing about Josh Allen is that he has just progressed by leaps and bounds since he came into the league. You know, everyone already knew he was gifted when it came to his athleticism, but his accuracy is what people criticized. And, you know, could he play in a pro style offense and things of that nature? And he just has continued to progress and progress. He's just simply amazing, man. He's the truth. So, you know, fuck Nick Wright. And, you know, shout out once again to Brandon Marshall for just checking this clown. Like, you know, we've seen this with analysts before where, you know, I'm a Bills fan, so I feel it and notice it more when it happens to my team. But we've seen analysts, you know, just kind of have it out for certain players or teams and franchises and stuff, you know, and I just don't understand what it is with Nick Wright. Like, Josh Allen goes out there, does his thing, keeps making history, wins a playoff game, puts up great numbers, and just put it all out on the line. And Nick Wright's take is, did the Bills really win this one, or did Indy lose? Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Like, apparently Josh Allen and the Bills have to be Jesus-like and not make a single mistake, or Nick Wright is going to talk his ish. You know, it's just not getting ridiculous. It's been ridiculous. And I really wonder at what point when the networks, when the bosses are watching this and say, this guy's making a mockery of himself and he's making a mockery of our show that we put on. Like, seriously, I mean, I know I'm a fan, so I'm like personally invested in this, but seriously, like, this is just some BS commentary that Wright's giving. And, you know, I don't know, man. Maybe next year his punk ass will be up out of there. But playoff games are often close, you know what I mean? And staying focused and keep, you know, overcoming, like I always say in all my videos, it's all about the momentum out there on the field and in life, really, you know? And being focused and being able to keep the momentum your way if it swings, you know what I mean, the other way. How can you overcome that? And just being out there in that playoff atmosphere is not easy. You know, going out there any day during the, you know, any given Sunday during the week, or I'm sorry, any week during the season is not easy. But to go out there and do this in the playoffs just speaks volumes of Josh Allen and the Bills. And it's like, I just don't get where we squeaked by and Indy lost the game. I just don't see it that way. That was our game. You know, in the first half, when Frank Reich let it all hang out and decided to go for it on fourth down in the red zone, and we stopped them, and then in that 2-minute drill, marched down the field and got that touchdown. This game was our game all along. You know, it was close. But I don't know. That's just a ridiculous take in my opinion, you know. But that's all I got, guys. I just wanted to, you know, lay it out there for you guys. Please join the discussion in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. You know, this is Jay Coffee Talk. We talk music, news, sports, current events, all that. And like I said, if you guys rock with me, make sure you're subscribed on this channel as well. And we're going to get some other NFL content up and talk about the other playoff matchups and everything like that. So stay tuned, guys. Nick Wright, get the fuck out of here, you bum.